Oh, you're still kicking, kid.
I guess, Rick, maybe can we start with Connor Hellebuck's status and what precipitated the call-up of Arvid Holm?
Non-COVID related illness, not feeling great, so we told him to stay home. We fully expect him to come on the road trip tomorrow.
But David tonight then.
David tonight.
Yeah. Ottawa, a team that they've had some peaks and valleys, but boy, they look like they're playing some of their best hockey right now.
Yeah, well, because of Ryan's involvement, I've watched more Ottawa's games than I have in a long time. If they're on, I'm watching, and they've played really well lately. They when they were losing earlier, they were playing hard. They were playing well. They weren't getting that timely goal, that timely save that we talk a lot about. So I've watched a lot of their games this year, and they're very impressive. DJ's done a wonderful job there, and they're going to come out tonight. They're a bunch of kids with a lot of talent. Brady's a wonderful captain. He leads by example. Like, they've got a lot of good things going for them right there now, and they're going to be very tough tonight. They're tough to play against. They got a lot of skill, and a lot of speed.
Yeah, Brady Tkachuk, maybe one of the more tougher players in the National Hockey League to play against.
For sure, he is, and I coached his father, and I remember Matthew running around the Arizona locker room as a 5-year-old. Brady, I don't think was around then, but yeah, he's a great captain. You talk about guys that lead with the enthusiasm and inspiration, and just lead by example, going out and playing the right way and playing hard, playing physical, know when it's time to step up and really do something to get the emotion back in the game. He's got it all. He's a great young player.
Rick, you're talking to Billy there. He's obviously in tonight, but he keeps. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
that's
geez.
a fine, isn't it?
That's I would
fine?
make you buy dinner for the trainers for that one.
That's a fine. It happens. No, Billy talks about being comfortable and that sort of thing. How do you help a guy get there, or do you have to, or is that up to him to figure out his comfort level and confidence?
We've got to be clear with him what we expect from him and encourage him. In fairness to him, if you remember his first game when we brought him up last time was against Carolina. Last time was the biggest, fastest forechecking team. That's a tough opponent your first game in. So he got a little nervous and his gap started to get a little bad. So the next game he was better and he battled harder in the corners. And so we try to build off of his last game here, which was pretty good. And again, Ottawa's a good team. They're going to come at him tonight, but if he uses his speed and he moves the puck and everything and keep his gaps tight, he'll be fine. It'll be a good test for him.
Before the season, you said there wasn't room for him based on requirements on special teams. Do you foresee a longer stint for him here in the lineup, given whereas, or is nothing guaranteed?
He'll decide that, how he plays, right? He's going to play some power play time. That'll be up to him to take full advantage of this.
But what does Ville Heinola need to do to be in the NHL every day?
Everything we just talked about.
Yeah, but more on a consistent level. Well, why is it, do you think, that for him, I mean, I know you haven't been here for the
I haven't been around. All I
Yeah.
can go by what training camp and the 2 games that I saw. So, he's a great skater. He's got to use that, get back. He's got to move the puck quick and make that first pass on the tape as quick as we can. So he needs some help from the forwards there to buy some time so he can go back, but use his assets, his skating and his puck handling and his hockey IQ. Move the puck, get up and join the rush, and help the power play. That's what we're expecting him tonight. But again, he's a great skater. He's got to go back and get the puck and let's get going. We don't want to stop. We don't want to play slow. We want him to get back and get the puck and keep coming up.
your systems in activating the defense and encouraging them to join the rush. It seems like that would be right up Billy's wheelhouse. Are you I don't know if excited is the word. Are you intrigued to see how he might work with
I think he'll be more
this?
comfortable doing that this time around than the first 2 games. Okay, he saw a couple of games. We were clear with him what we needed to work on when he went back, and he'll be encouraged tonight to join the rush every chance he gets. Yeah.
When you look at Ottawa, it's kind of, I mean, they've been adding key pieces, rebuilding their team for years. It seems like they're an exciting team to, but also, when you look at the standings, they've been where they've been for a while now. Is it just a matter for them of finding consistency in your mind?
Yeah, well, as I said earlier, they were playing hard when they were losing. This game comes down to a timely save, a timely goal. That's what it comes down to a lot of times, especially with a young team. And then the emotions swing with those. You get a big save, your emotions go high. You get a big goal, your emotions, they weren't getting those earlier. Now they are. and it shows in their game, and they're moving forward. It wasn't like they were playing poorly at the start. They weren't. This game and this league is so close. You need that timely save. You need that timely goal.
After some of the games, one that sticks out is the Columbus game, the loss. Players talked after the game, I think it was Pierre-Luc Dubois, about almost the dangers of some teams playing freely. And I don't want to say nothing to lose per se, particularly at this point in the season, but when you have a team that might be getting a little bit anxious for wanting to stay in first place, I know you've been wanting to embrace that, but how do you counter the playing against a team that might feel free versus one that might be stressed out of where they are?
Everyone's under pressure in this league. You got to win. So they got to win too. They want to get back in the playoff race, and now's the time to do it. You can't find it. You get into the latter parts of December, early January, man. You've got to be in the playoff hunt. You've got to be close enough to win 4 or 5 games and get back in that picture, and that's where they are. They've got to win now. They'll be a desperate hockey club tonight, and we expect that. And we're more focused on ourselves. We know what the schedule's been lately. We know what we're up against, so we'll keep the focus on us.
I know coming out of November into December, you knew that this team was going to get tested based on the schedule when it came to surviving injuries and maybe getting injuries. Is it fair to say, as a coach going into a schedule like this, you expect injuries? And if so, can you explain to the layman why the volume of games played can almost automatically translate into injuries for the team?
You look around the league, man, there's a lot of guys hurt. There's a lot of games. You start playing 5 games in 7 days, and 4 games in 6 nights, and it's travel. You guys get tired. They're not robots. They're humans, and their body's going to get tired. And you're going to go on the ice tired some nights, and you're going to go on the ice not feeling great. And maybe you're playing a team that sat there for the last couple of days, and they have more rest. They have more energy. They're ready to come at you. Like, those things are all part of playing in the National Hockey League. And when you get to a busy part of your schedule, you hope you're healthy because it'll help you get through it. If you get to the busy part of your schedule and you have injuries, then everything just gets magnified. But everyone's going to have a tough part of the schedule. And again, when you get there, you hope you're healthy. And again, if you're playing teams that have been off for a couple of days, or they're really healthy and they're rested and you're tired, then the chances of getting injured out there are going way up.
Why is that?
Because they're tired. I mean, there's no...
So you're just loose, you tweak a knee, or you're just not fully behind yourself?
Yeah, you just get hit and more than you probably normally get hit, and you're a little late getting there, so there's more contact, and it's all timing.
So if it's unfair to expect players to be at 100% at this time of year with the injuries, with that schedule, as a coach, what's the message you send to them, knowing that they may not have a full tank, but what are the demands that you require of these players, given that them being a little bit behind the eight ball?
Well, one of the things I talked to the players today, clearly we went into Seattle with the schedule we have and everything. Our guys worked very hard in Seattle. I gave them a lot of credit for that. Did we make some mental mistakes? Yeah, because this gets tired. It's not just the physical toll, it's that as well. And do we complicate the game and make it a little harder on ourselves than we should have? Absolutely we did. But we worked hard. I was proud of the way they worked hard right till the end. And I told them, that's what we talked about. Sometimes you get there and, we're tired, we don't feel like it, and we'll just get through the game. We didn't have that attitude at all. Now, we didn't look good at times, but we were working and we were trying and we were competing. So that's the message from the coaching staff, is just keep working. We'll get through this. We'll sort it all out. But the fight never left them, and that's what I was impressed with the group.
Rick, what are the keys for Cole Perfetti integrating into that first unit here with Blake being out?
Yeah, it's it's a good opportunity for him. He likes to hang out of the puck on that side, so it's just a totally different look with Cole there. We hope it works. Right? He's good with the puck. He has great hockey IQ. He's got great vision. He's poised with the puck. So we give him that opportunity to see how it looks. Dino, you've been raising your arm over there. Is it getting tired? Right? I mean, it just keeps going up.
Coach, my inside sources here in Winnipeg have told me that you were spotted yesterday at the Polo Park Shopping Center.
Yes.
With the assistant general manager of
Yes.
the Ottawa Senators. And I have 2 questions. One,
Yeah.
did you get him to see Santa, and did you get him ice cream? He likes ice cream.
And the good news is we're both there for the same reason. We're getting gifts for Judy. One for the wife, one for his mother. It was the only opportunity we had, so yeah.
Did you get to see Santa?
Yeah, we waved and we talked to Santa. We did, absolutely. My 39-year-old son and I said, "Hi, Santa." Is that happy? You're okay with that, Dean?
My day's made.
All right. Good? Thanks.